Well, what a scoreline. Happy New Year if you're a Carlton supporter. Boy, they kicked 7 goals in that quarter to 3, but at half-time it's 13-11-89 to Collingwood 3-5-23. And the goal kickers led by Brendan Favola, who in the first half has kicked 7 goals, 1. Phenomenal. Camporelli went off and had his knee bandaged just before half-time, but managed 3 goals. Beaumont 2, Whitnell 1. And for the Pies, well, it was at the 8-minute mark of the second quarter before they got their first. Then they had a little bit of a rush, but then Carlton finished well again.
Well, it's been a struggle. I think that we came here expecting the more experienced campaigners from Carlton just being a little bit too good maybe for Collingwood. Collingwood have had a better preparation, but Andrew McKay, the acting captain for Carlton, he's had 18 possessions in the first half. Camporelli, another player, has played a lot of football. Whitnell now in his 3rd season, he's been terrific. And Aaron Hamill just getting that hand pass away. They struggled a little early, the Blues, at shooting for goal, but it was the absolute polish of Scott Camporelli who kicked the first goal, and then that beautiful little pass to Whitnell where there wasn't a lot of room. Yeah, just spotting. The spotting is one thing, the delivery is the other. And Brendan Favola, I think he's got under the guard of the Magpies at this stage of the match. Well,
if he was holding out for more money in the off-season, Scott Camporelli, tell you what, it was worth it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any drama there. I mean, the Blues don't lose many of their good players. They somehow, whether it's Wes Lofts or John Elliott or Colin Kinnear, whoever they are working behind the scenes, they do a very good job, first of all, at just getting the boys there at the club and then making sure that they're reasonably well satisfied and well rewarded. Gavin Kosiska was given the job to go back on Brendan Favola. He had something like 9 possessions in the first half. Hamill looks as though he's just got maybe a little harder. Aaron Hamill, he was pretty good last year, but when the grand final came along, he was one of the players that I'm sure would have looked at his performance and maybe looked at it and said, well, I could have done a bit better.
Well, Ross Lyon and John Worsfold are now on the match committee. Now, if Carlton can't get harder with those 2 hard nuts on the match committee, I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, you mentioned that, I think, before the game, that 2 of those players were very, very hard at the football, both of Worsfold and Lyon influence at Carlton.
Now, young Brendan Favola, who came from Beaconsfield, which is where Aussie Jones came from to join St Kilda. What a first half of football. He had 8 kicks, 1 hand pass, he took 4 marks and kicked 7 goals, 1. Number 25, it flies high again for the Blues. Long time since Jezza, but there's another number 25. We'll be back shortly.
Days, 7 nights, coming soon to the Movie Network.
Now, part of the crowd here, and people getting pretty excited now. Now, this lady here looks as though she's just about out of breath. People have been running up and congratulating her. They've just seen themselves on the scoreboard as well. I don't know whether she won the Tats Lotto or something like that. But that's not a bad New Year's Eve. If you're at the footy, you follow the right team, and you've won Tats Lotto, can't get any better than that. Well, I tell you, a bloke who's jumped on board the right team, John Worsfold, who was a premiership captain with the West Coast Eagles. He's come across to Melbourne to join Carlton. The Blues going really well against Mick Malthouse's team tonight. And here is Woosha Worsfold with Dipper.
Yeah, thanks very much, Drew. Well, John, I know what we did to you at Channel 7 upset you, because you give us the boot after 1 year. Well, welcome to Carlton, and what's your role out here?
Well, an assistant coach under David Parkin, along with Wayne Britton. Ross Lyons joined up there, and Barry Mitchell as well. So it's been a great move for me so far. I've really enjoyed it, and I suppose with Carlton I'll be looking mainly at the defensive side of the game and working closely with the back line, and you know, they're working pretty well tonight.
And they are, and it's led by Kudafida, centre-half back, played a terrific game, but the full 4, young Favola, he's done very well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah. He's worked hard. He's worked hard for front spot, which is always good to see in a young player, and he's got the rewards from it. His kicking's been outstanding, so he's finished off the hard work. And
one thing you'll be very happy about, has been a very hard player yourself, is the workload at the moment with the Carlton boys. First game of, obviously, the year, and they're working very, very hard together.
Yeah, they are. They're working extremely well. The young players that have come into the side have fit straight in, and that's credit to the senior players, the way that they've made them feel at home out there. But it's been tough to get them up ready for this game. I think we did all we could. We weren't sure whether they were physically totally ready and in terms of how hard they were going to be, but they've taken the game really well so far.
Now, Johnny Worsfold in Melbourne. Now, what do you think of Melbourne, mate? Beautiful weather.
Yeah, that's magnificent, Dipper. Yeah, I wear a jumper around all day.
Have you settled in nicely here?
Yeah, I have, yeah. My family hasn't moved over as yet. They're coming over in mid-January, but I've really enjoyed it. Carlton's been great to me. They've helped me settle in, and the players have been magnificent. You know, I played against most of them, and it looks like they've forgiven me for certain deeds, but it's working pretty well.
Well, thanks for catching up with us, mate.
Thanks, Dip.
Yeah, great loss to Channel 7, but John Worsfold certainly settling in well there at Carlton, and the Blues doing the job against the Pies at half-time. It's half-time here, big lead to Carlton, and we'll be back for the second half after a short break.